A few cool things happened in February, so let's go through them. The first one is Spaces. Spaces is now available for individuals. It was previously available only for Teams accounts, but now we've brought it to individuals, and you can share them. And basically you can share them with whoever you want. If you're with your spouse, if you're organizing a trip, for instance, like in this case, Vacation 2025, Spaces are perfect to collect all sorts of document, single notes, notebooks, etc., and to be worked on with somebody else, and you can delete them when you no longer need them. This brings our sprint on Spaces to a conclusion. For sure there will be improvements in the future, but we think now they are in a really good place and pretty useful, and we're receiving good feedback already from people using them. One of the questions that we've received the most is what's the difference between Spaces, tags, how do they relate to notebooks, what's the hierarchy there? There's a short blog post that contains a very interesting table and some concrete examples. I really encourage you to go read it. It takes 5 minutes and it makes your ideas much clearer. Second thing, editor, full of cool things. So the first one is you can now finally use the slash comments in headers and tables. This wasn't available before. It now works like a charm. The other thing is you can type slash without triggering the slash comments when you type between letters. So if you're in the middle of a sentence and you were just editing stuff, the menu won't show up now. And lastly, you can now fix a typo. So let's say I hit slash, I write task with a C instead of a K. I want to delete. Previously, you needed to delete everything and retype slash to open the slash comment menu, but now you can just delete the C, type K, and it will appear. So it's much more dynamic, interactive, much better experience overall. Second thing about AI Edit, you can now change the tone to formal, friendly, funny, engaging, and other examples. It works really well. It's exactly what you would do on ChatGPT or with another LLM. It's just inside Evernote, takes a couple clicks and you're done. Super handy. And this is how the output looks like. Instead of replacing the text in the note, it just gives you this pop-up. You can press insert if you want to replace the text. You can press regenerate if you want to give it another try, or you can just take a look before deciding what to do. Pretty handy. On mobile, there's also draggable paragraphs now. You can basically long press a paragraph and move it around the note, and you have very clear visual indicators of where that paragraph will be moved to. I don't know if you remember, we talked about Rent a few months ago. One of the last things that the Rent wasn't powering yet was attachments, and now finally we are done with attachment as well. It's now much more reliable, much faster. It's up to 2 times faster now to sync files on Evernote. Give it a try. I think you will be able to notice the difference. And then we have a new page that's accessible to everybody publicly. It's product.evernote.com. Here you can see weekly product updates. You can check the roadmap, you can look what's happening, but you can also vote and suggest features. You can add new ones, and you can vote the ones that were already added by somebody else. And of course, the reason why we have this is because we are taking strong inspiration from that request list, and we are adding it straight to our roadmap. So in the near future, I don't know yet when, but in the near future, we are going to tackle the 3 most requested items, which are full markdown language support, password protected notes, and table of content on the side of the note. So you can directly affect the roadmap of the product team by going there, suggesting new features, and upvoting the ones that you prefer. And that's it. Thank you very much. This is all for February, but we are already working on the March roadmap, so stay tuned.